Hi there, bienvenidos, welcome to the channel. We are Mark and Evelyn, and this is our adventure through Spain.
The dashboard said, the engine will not restart in 255 miles. That's the message that changed everything. We had only just crossed from Jaca into France, with over 500 miles to go to reach our ferry. We've got one day and one chance. Can we make it? Or is this where the journey ends? Join us, see how we get on.
Well, when we leave this tunnel, we will be in France. It's quite a long tunnel, about 8,000 metres long, so we've got about 1,000 metres to go now.
It's just to the right here, just behind this sign.
We are now in France. France.
Told you there was clouds in France.
Right, we're going to have to go really slowly through here because this road narrows in some places, doesn't it?
It narrows usually where there's a big truck. That's, that's where it narrows. Where there's no traffic, it's wide as can be. But where there's a big truck coming the opposite direction, that's when it goes narrow.
Pilgrim. Right, you've got to watch your roof here.
Yeah.
I think I remember this ledge. Yeah. These colours are lovely, aren't they?
In 300 metres,
Well,
turn
this
right.
big lorry is coming down, so
Yeah, and if he can get down there,
if he can go over
I mean, I
the
reckon I
bridge,
would have done that.
Yeah, would have been a bit of a tight squeeze. We've just got issues going through narrow bridges. It's a bit of a right on a hill. Right on a hill. Oh, just what you don't want. Right, take your time, take your time, take it. Oops. Right. It was bound to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mount the curb a bit. Anyway, we're through. Woo. Well, at the moment we keep finding narrow bridges. Right, just take your time here, take your time. Ooh, ooh. I think you had about half an inch. Oh my gosh. Whoa, these must be really old bridges. Oh my gosh, right, just take your time here, Mark, take your time. Oh, I'm not looking. Have you got through, yeah? Good. Gosh. Oh, and it's on a bend as well. Oh, we've got another narrow bridge to go through. Right, take your time, take your time. Gosh. That's alright, you had an inch either side. made it.
So do you reckon I'll be able to overtake him?
I don't think so.
You just squeeze through on the left.
And it's two-way.
Yeah. I'll do a James Bond. I'll mount up onto two wheels and then go sideways along.
You could try.
Like the old James Bonds used to do.
Oh, I've just stopped for a much needed coffee break for the driver.
Yeah, I was in need for a break.
Yeah.
The last one that I missed was about half an hour ago. I thought, oh, this is France, isn't it? Look what they put.
Yeah. Oh,
And
it's
all
like a.
free for people to
Oh,
walk.
this is like sand. Little
Yeah, it
beach.
is. It's sand. It's a beach for
Yeah.
the kids to play on, and yeah,
Lovely, isn't it?
absolutely.
Wow.
There's some kind of activities. There's a casino there, but there seems to be drinks and bars and all sorts of things
Yeah.
to happen.
Oh yes, people
Oh,
are
look.
people are having a drink up
It's
the
like,
top.
what do we have in the UK? A pier,
Yeah,
pleasure
Yeah.
beach
yeah.
thing.
Looks
Oh, yeah,
nice,
coffee,
doesn't it?
sit down,
Yeah.
just sit outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a very pleasant walk here.
It is, yeah. Over this little bridge over the edge of the lake
Yeah.
and play in
And
the
this
sand.
is what they have.
Yeah.
This sand is so soft. It's like flour.
Yeah.
I think it's just closed for the season, hasn't it? Yeah.
Well, no. Well, this has. Possibly.
Yeah, this has.
But in there, they've got people.
You ready for lunch?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
ready. What's cooking,
Good.
Cookie?
Well, we've got homemade mince this time. Potato wedges.
Homemade mince. What, did you kill the cow and put it through a shredder?
Potato wedges and vegetables.
Ah,
Cup of coffee to follow. A biscuit and some nice chocolates.
now that's
How
what...
does that sound?
The chocolate sounds lovely. This chocolate
Good.
sounds lovely.
Good.
So, very nice.
Right. Okay, couple of minutes, it'll be ready.
Thank you. Thank you, Chef.
You're welcome. Well, we're just leaving Lac de Clarens. It was very pleasant.
Lake Clarence.
Turn right.
French lollipop lady. Oh. Schools must be out.
But I was just saying that lollipop lady, as it would be in the in England, looked like she was wearing
She did,
police
didn't she?
uniform.
She did.
Looked
Wow.
like she could kick ass if
Yeah.
needed to. She was definitely in military
Yeah,
uniform.
very smart.
Yeah.
Turn right.
It says turn right. Let's just see if I can turn
Look at that house.
Turn left.
Right,
Then turn right.
Just arriving at the air.
Guessing that's it down.
Turn right.
Gosh, it looks
there.
tiny, doesn't it?
Your destination will be on the
That is
left.
solid. I've got not a chance.
You
in
haven't got a
hell
chance.
getting in there.
No, it looks absolutely rammed. Well, we've arrived, what is it? It's nearly 7:15, and just when you want to stop,
Your destination is on the
we're
left.
not going to be able to. I can't imagine there's going to be a space here. It looks so small.
I'll have a look, but
Yeah.
I think not a chance.
No, because there's a tree there, so
Yeah.
nobody can park with that tree. Right, okay, so
Okay,
right,
so
we need to move on.
move on.
Oh dear, we guessed as much, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Now, I don't know if you can park in that car park there. There is a car park up there. But look at that. There was no room in the inn,
Yeah.
in that tiny little air. You couldn't put 2 chicken
Your
nuggets in that air,
destination is
could
on
you?
the left.
No, but
And now look at the space that there is here. Look at
Yeah.
all this space. Spoilt for choice. You can't believe it, can you, Mark? Might as well do like that van.
yeah, I'm going to do
Yeah.
the same.
We're reversing.
I'm going to reverse in.
Yeah,
Over
Reversing.
that way, so that we
Over
can have
that
our
way.
door open.
on the other side. Look at that. Wow. We made it in the end.
Mm. Just got to be a little careful. So I'm going to go this way a little bit because of trees. So
Right,
we'll do that.
we're about a quarter of the way through France. Let's just hope that we make it home
Yeah.
without
yeah.
breaking down.
Yeah, engine
Because-
management light came on again with another message.
Yeah,
But I'm just going to continue to clear it.
yeah, and just hope
And
that we
see.
can limp home.
Yeah.
But as I say, we're not even halfway through France, so there's a bit to go yet. But hopefully we'll make
Just
it.
gonna check.
Well, just to say a very good morning from southern France. We're in about level with Bordeaux, so we are quite far south in France, slightly to the east. But we've had to make a move this morning because the Peugeot Boxer vans, and ours is one of them, has had a recall put on it. Something to do with the
Emissions, yeah.
yeah,
But
the computers.
coincidentally, I've had emission light come on, which is why we've decided to turn back. But it's got slightly worse in so much as now there is a countdown that says that in 255 miles the engine will not be able to restart. Well, it's 500 miles plus to Calais. So I'm just going to keep going and hopefully not stop the engine. There is, I looked on YouTube, there's a possible fix that I will try to see if it works. Feeling that I've got RAC and I'm hoping that they will then, if I talk to them nicely, just reset it to give me another 300 miles, because that will get me home and to a Peugeot garage in the UK. So
Yeah.
I'm just going for it. I'm not
Yeah.
going to switch the engine off.
No.
Well, I will once before the 250 miles is done. I will do it then, just to make sure I've got full tank of fuel to get me home,
Yeah,
and then just go for it
yeah,
and see if we can get home today.
yeah. Right, well, we'll let you know how we get on.
Yeah, exciting.
Oh, exciting, I don't know. Worrying.
Yeah, worrying. Yeah.
Are we panicking? Not at the moment. Are we staying calm? Well, we might as well.
Yeah.
Right, we'll let you know what happens in a bit. Well, we've been driving for 3 hours now. We've
didn't work. It was worth a shot. I'm just hoping that when it says cannot restart, it means it cannot restart and it doesn't cut out, which is a different issue. So it's get to Calais, do not stop the engine, and then call the RAC and tell them to reset the timer, because the timer will give me 200 and it'll give me 288 miles, which is enough time to get back to the UK, back to home, back to the Peugeot garage. If they don't do that, or they're not prepared to do that, then I might actually keep the engine running and drive onto the ferry and deal with it when I can't get off.
Yeah.
Two options.
Right. Well, we'll let you know how we get on. Well, just a quick update. The good news is we're still on the move and we're still driving. But the bad news is, after about 60 miles, if we turn this engine off, we will not be able to restart it.
Well,
so the problem is still there.
Let's hope it will keep going after 66 miles. That's the issue.
Yeah, and we're only halfway through France. We're not even near Paris yet, so we're just slowly making our way towards Calais.
We did shoot up the motorway, but as it's got to 66, just in case we break down, I don't want to break down on the motorway. Those motorways are dangerous.
No, the hard shoulder isn't very wide at all. We'd be sticking out onto the lane.
Yeah. So I'd rather take twice. We won't get home today, that's for certain.
No.
But let's hope we can get to somewhere near Calais.
Yeah. And have a successful rescue.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll let you know how we get on. Wish us luck.
Keep smiling.
Well, this is the nice view we have while we are snaking our way up through France. At least the sun's shining, isn't it?
Yeah, if we're going to break down, I'd rather break down here than be petrified by big trucks flying past me.
Yeah.
But let's hope we don't.
Yeah. Right, so how long have you got?
Well, less than a mile. So let's just see what happens in less than a mile.
So the engine's either going to cut out
or keep going.
It's
well, cut out, go into
limp mode,
or keep going.
Right, well, we'll find out in a second.
Give a big, I'm expecting a big beep or something, but we'll find out.
Right, so what does it say now?
So basically it says you can't restart it after refueling or cranking, and that obviously means starting it.
Well, we're not going to refuel, are we? We've just filled up.
I've got all the fuel I could possibly get.
We're not going to re-crank it, whatever that means.
Well, hopefully I don't stall it, and I remember that when we stop to keep the engine running.
Right. Well,
but otherwise,
it's still going, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm still not going to risk the motorway.
No. These roads
I feel
are
better
fine
now, just on this, and it hasn't so far gone into limp mode.
No.
So
right. Well, we'll just carry on then.
Carry on.
And this is where we are at the moment.
Yeah.
To the outskirts of Paris. It must be very tall, that Eiffel Tower. Yeah. I thought that was it when I was pointing it out. Oh took us right through Paris.
I didn't expect this.
No. Right. Let's have a little drive through Paris. Right. We somehow ended up in Paris.
50 meters.
Oh. We can say we've been to Paris now.
Yeah.
Oh, at least we saw a little bit of it. Oh, get into which lane you're going in.
Yeah,
Oh.
just had to be said from
Oh my gosh. What a big tunnel. Oh my goodness. I've never seen a tunnel with so many cars. Have you, Mark?
No, no.
This is massive. Oh my gosh.
They're not very long actually.
No.
Generally.
Well, this is a 550-meter tunnel. Well, we're just doing a tour of the tunnels of Paris, as there's so many. We thought you might like to join us. Oh, look at this little baby car. Oh. Oh, a tiny little car.
About 10 minutes of this,
Yeah.
and then we should start to turn off.
Well, if it gets us through quicker, then
Well.
so be it. It does, doesn't it? It does, Mark. I think you're right. Because it had, I recognise those pillars. Well, this gives London some competition, doesn't it, Mark?
It certainly does.
I don't know which is worse. I think this is worse than London, don't you? I mean, look at the
Seems
traffic.
busier, but you know what? And it's slow. At the moment, it's
Yeah.
been almost constantly moving.
Yeah, it's
Whereas
moving.
London, they tear us along and then stuck in a jam for 5 minutes. It's you know, where these are just take the time.
Now you know why the rest of France was empty. Because everybody is here in Paris. Right by the airport now. There's a plane coming in to land.
Just a special nod to my dad, who is no longer with us. But every time he used to drive through France, we used to drive around Paris, and for some reason we always ended up at Orly Airport.
All the airports. Well,
And that plane is on its way to Orly Airport.
there you go. So it's something special to you then, isn't
Absolutely.
it? Yeah.
I think the road signs are a lot better these days.
Oh, I hope so. So, what is our situation now then?
Well, you can probably tell the engine's still running. They haven't switched it off. I think the current plan is we make it to an air just outside Calais, and I think at that point we just stop the night, and then we give the RAC a call in the morning saying it won't start, and then take it from there. And hopefully they will come and clear it and reset the counter, because that's all I need them to do. And if they can reset the counter, we can I'll have another 300 miles of being able to stop start, and that'll get us home. So
fingers crossed.
that is the plan. It was a bit hairy going through Paris though, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
No, and this engine has been on since when? How many hours has this engine not been switched off?
Well, we did switch it off at about 10 o'clock this morning.
Oh, and yes, so it's been on since then.
So it's been on since 10 o'clock this morning, and it is 3:15.
Oh gosh, wow.
Yeah.
Long time.
So yeah.
But at least we made it.
And it's running okay.
Perfectly.
It's running absolutely okay. It was just going through Paris, which I didn't expect.
No. And you were worried about stalling,
Google Maps was
weren't you?
taking us on a motorway, which it did, but it actually took us through some of the streets, and I thought, I mean, I don't mind driving through there. It's just I was petrified of stalling, because I thought, if I stall there, that's it.
Yeah.
But
Right. Well,
yeah,
we'll
there
let
we
you
go.
know how we get on in a bit.
Yep.
Well, luckily we made it to the air near Calais, but when we got up in the morning, could we get the van started? Nope. So we're going to be taken to a garage. Hopefully they'll be able to get it working for us, and we can get on our way and head back to the UK. We shall see. Our poor home. Right, let's get in the front now. Well, we've made it to the garage. It was been really good, hasn't it, Mark? We only waited, what, about an hour? Did we wait about an hour, do you think?
Yeah, about an hour.
Waited about an hour.
Yeah.
And
just got to find out the hopeful news is I just noticed that there was Citroen garage.
yeah.
So Citroen, Peugeot, same thing, same engine. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens to the poor Duke. Here we are in the garage with some really broken down vehicles. This lorry didn't come off too well. There's another camper van there, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But my gosh, look at the state of this one, Mark.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So, here we are. The garage, the transport guy dropped us off here. Really friendly, really professional guy. His English wasn't very good, neither is my French, but Google Translate worked wonders. But we just got to wait another half hour before the garage opens and his chief turns up, and then he can plug the computer in and have a little look and see what happens. Hopefully he can do that reset and we can get home, but it may not be as simple as that, in which case there's all sorts of options like we could stay here, but I'm not going to stay here. We go to a hotel and wait, but I don't want to do that. Depends on how long it's going to be. But if he has to go to Peugeot, then so I think. Well, let's see what happens. But the other option is that we get a hire car and everything back home, and then we come back when it's ready. But I don't think it should take too long, to be honest. It's just a software, maybe a sensor, so probably just a few days. But let's see how we get on. Talk to you later.
Right, we've had to pack a couple of bags just in case we've got to vacate the van. The very last thing we need to do now is just empty the fridge and freezer. Luckily it's fairly empty because we were heading home anyway. So that's the last thing we need to do if we need to leave the van with them for any length of time. Well, the Duke's had his test. We're just waiting for the results. All I can say is we all need to take care when driving, because there's a few smashed up cars here, and there's one at the back. The guy was returning bits of bumper and other bits to the car, and he wasn't walking very well, but at least he was walking and he was alive. The guy was grateful, as Mark had offered to help him carry some of the bits back to the car, but he declined the offer, but he was very grateful. He just managed. Well, if you can hear that noise, the engine started.
Will it stop and start? Not
yeah,
sure.
Let's hope it's fixed.
Mm.
Well,
you know what?
Believe it or not, we're on the move again.
Along the bumpy old road.
But we're on the move.
We are on the move.
He got it working, didn't he?
Yeah, the boss man came out and he tried the normal computer trick of just wiping it. Still didn't work. He tried another clearing system, didn't work. Then he went back and he came back with some old school magic. He came back with a bit of wire and a light bulb and 2 bits of wire, and he made sure that there was a connection, and then he put one against the battery and the other wire he ran underneath, and these were just strips of wire that he found lying around. And then suddenly I heard the starter motor turn over a little bit, and then he came back, and then he got his computer again, and then he unplugged a few different things out of somewhere, put them all back together again, and then rebooted the whole system, and voila, it started.
Yay.
Just it was a bit of wire, and he basically short circuited it, and no fault, running.
We were ready to go back without the Duke, weren't we?
Yeah, I was expecting to leave him and whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I have to say the service from the RAC European cover, absolutely excellent.
Very good, yeah.
Absolutely excellent.
Yeah. Oh, hallelujah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit overdressed because I was standing outside. As soon as it started, I just jumped in.
Yeah.
So I'm hot a bit.
Right,
So
let's
anyway,
go home.
Catch you later.
Well, how aptly named. We're in the village of Mark. How do you feel, Mark, about being in the village of Mark?
Wow. So important they named a village after me. They did take both options. I know there is 2 spellings, M-A-R-C and M-A-R-K. So they've spelt it M-A-R-C-K, just in case I got upset.
There you go. So this is what your village looks like.
Very nice.
Yes.
Nicest village in France.
Well, there you go. Oh my goodness. Can't believe it. We're going on the ferry.
So much about keeping the engine running before I never had a chance to switch it off.
No. That was lucky then, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
and we're on the top.
Yeah.
So it's downhill to push.
Roll it off. Oh, don't say that. I think we need a nice cup of coffee now, don't you think?
So now that we are relaxing after getting Lenny started, aren't we? We've got our little coffees here.
We are on the ferry.
Yeah, and we're enjoying the beautiful view. Yeah. I believe it's out there somewhere. Anyways, let's just hope the Duke starts.
Yes.
Well, it's all right. If he doesn't, there's a big coach behind. It'll push us out.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right, off we go.
The Dukey started. First time,
Started.
no worries whatsoever.
No. Back home.
Yeah.
We're back home. We didn't think we were going to make it back home today, did we?
Not today. Well,
No.
I thought we might,
No.
but I didn't think.
The Duke
Make a
was going
U-turn.
to.
Yeah, I didn't
Then.
think that. Oops.
Turn left.
I'm not doing a U-turn. I'm not going back to France.
No. No, we didn't think the Duke was going to make it back
No, he
home, did
didn't.
we?
No, he didn't. No. But he did.
We did, and here we are. Well, on a final note, we've made it back home, and it's so nice to be back, because this morning we didn't know what was happening. We didn't know whether we were going to come back on our own, whether the Duke was going to be fixed, but in the end everything worked out lovely.
How long have we been back on the road?
Well, an hour. So how do you feel being back in Blighty?
Oh, look at it. Traffic jams. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Lovely, lovely. I do miss this.
Oh, you feel right at home now, don't you? That's what you came back
I've
for.
said it before. These foreigners, they can't do traffic management like us. Eh?
You don't think so?
No, good old traffic jam. Eh?
Traffic jam Britain.
Traffic jam Britain. Thanks for watching. In the next series, we try heading back to Spain for the winter. But our engine problems aren't over yet. Make sure you subscribe. It's free to do so. And we'll catch you in the next video. Hasta luego.